One day, someone in your family is going to tell their story for the last time. One of the harsh realities is that you won't know that that moment is the last time. A few years later, you will wish that you could hear that story again. Not because it was some incredible story, but because it was theirs. And now it's gone. It's gone. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about the stories that disappear when somebody passes on. Not those big stories, the little ones. Those stories that nobody thinks about until they're gone. The way your grandfather talked about growing up, the story behind an old photograph, the lessons your mother learned the hard way, the funny moments, the struggles, the stories that you've heard hundreds of times, but you always thought would be there. Most of us, we don't think about this while we still have access to it. We always assume there will be another holiday, another visit, another conversation, another chance. And then it hit me. When somebody passes on, it's not just their words that disappear. It's their voice, their laugh, their expressions, the way they paused before answering, that sparkle in their eyes when they knew that they were coming to the part that was your favorite part, or a new thing that they just had remembered. A written story that can preserve the facts, but being able to hear that voice, that preserves the person. That realization, that changed the way that I look at stories. I stopped thinking about stories as just entertainment. I started thinking of them as a way to preserve. The more I thought about it, the heavier it felt. Because most families don't realize what they've lost until they're on the other side of that loss. After the funeral, after the visitors leave, after everything settles down, that's usually when the questions start. Questions that they wished that they had asked. Questions that they always assumed that they would have the time to ask. And that's when many people discover what's the most painful. That time doesn't make any promises. It taught me something important. We're all writing a book. Every day becomes a new page. Every lesson, every victory, every mistake, every hardship, every achievement, another page. And once that page is written, you can't go back and rewrite it. Life, it only moves forward, page after page, chapter after chapter. The question isn't whether your story is being written. It is. The question is, will anyone ever get to read it? Because when the author is gone, the unwritten stories, they're gone as well. That's why I'm bringing a new chapter into my work.
I would love someone until I would resent them, because I would never tell them what they did that I didn't like, because I felt like that would be immediate rejection.
Helping people preserve their life stories through document style videos and interviews. Not scripted, not polished, not content just for content's sake, just real people sharing the experiences that shaped them, the roads they traveled, the hardships that they have survived, the lessons they learned, the moments that made them who they are. Because photos, they freeze a moment, but a story captured preserves a person. And someday, these stories may become the very pages that somebody else needs to read. Your son, your daughter, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, because they will hear the voice, they will see the smile, understand the struggles, learn the lessons, and they will recognize the strength that already exists in their family. This isn't about going viral. It's about making sure that every life doesn't just disappear with time, because every life creates a ripple. And sometimes those stories, they keep creating ripples long after the author is gone.